let me introduce you.
Okay, my name is Gian.
Thank you. It's a really complicated name.
Gian Carlo. Say it.
It's not Carlos?
No, Gian Carlo.
Gian Carlo?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. But it's weird anyway. But
No.
you told me it's Italian. Blah blah blah. Now I started to nervous. Sorry. Hi everyone. You are watching MoveOn, and this is a storytelling podcast where I invite people who can share their own experiences. How does it feel to be a foreigner? In this episode, my guest is Gian Carlo. Did I say it correct?
Yes, Gian Carlo. Yes.
Gian Carlo, which is really weird, but it's fine.
Hard to say.
I found it weird. Do you prefer to be called just Gian?
Gian, yes, perfect.
You told me it's an Italian name. You have Italian roots?
Yes. From Sicilia, my grandfather.
Was it hard to be raised with an Italian name in Latin America?
Well, I grew up in Barcelona. So
okay.
people used to call me in Catalan like Juan Carlos instead of Gian Carlo, because that's the Catalan way to say Gian Carlo. So they call me Juan Carlos. So
that's an equivalent. Okay.
yeah. So then I was like just telling them to call me Gian, because Gian is shorter and easy. Yeah. So, but then when I was living in Sweden, it was hard for people, to say Gian or Giancarlo. So then just call me Carlos. So
with an S at the end.
Carlos, yeah.
But that's not your name.
No.
You don't use S at the end. It's complicated.
It's complicated. That's why it's easier to just call me Gian. Capisco tutto molto italiano. Io parlo italiano.
Oh wow.
Why?
That's so cool. No, it's just like
you have any boyfriend from Italy or something?
I was. Why are we again speaking about relationship? I was in love with an Italian for like 8 years or something.
Really?
Yeah, but he never loved me back. You have to help me to explain your story, because according to your Instagram, you are Colombian, Peruvian, Spanish. Well, how do you identify yourself? How do you feel? How do you present yourself to the world?
Like Peruvian, Colombian. I'm also Swedish for my citizenship.
Yeah.
I was Spanish, but I stopped being Spanish because there is like a culture conflict between Spain and Latin America.
Oh.
Yeah, so. And when I was in Peru, that was the last 4 years, I felt very identified with Peru, because during my childhood, I was going to Peru every summer, so I really liked it. And then the last 2 years or 3 years from high school, I was in Peru, so I made my friends there and everything. I liked the culture, so for me, I'm Peruvian, but people says that I don't look very Peruvian. They always tell me that I'm more Colombian. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Do you know the difference? What
it's like, for example, the way I look, the face, the skin color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, for example, like people from Peru looks more similar than people from Ecuador, for example. Yeah.
Okay.
And Colombian is something like between. Yeah. It depends. Yeah, but people sometimes doesn't believe in that I'm Peruvian, but it's also because I'm Colombian, but I don't know, I think that my Colombian roots, it's also because I dance salsa. You can see when I dance salsa, my Colombian side, but I don't know, I'm Latino, 100%, yes, and that's the most important.
Why do you think you're Latino 100% if you have relatives from Italy and Spain, or no Spain?
No, yes, I have, but that's more far.
More far, okay.
Yeah, but I'm 100% Latino because like it's that way in my culture. Like I'm very friendly, social. I like salsa, bachata. The way I like to be with people around, for example. I don't know, but actually Italian culture with Latin culture are very similar because like both cultures, they like to be happy. They like to be social. and like that. And
Family
we are very
oriented.
similar. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
example, for myself, I consider that Italian people are like Latinos, but just speaking Italian.
When I was in Russia, I was in love with Italy. That's the first country I discovered, let's say, for myself. And I was in love with it because it's exactly open, warm, people care about each other. It's like more about society. People love to be around each other. Very warm country. Culture, very warm culture. And I was so attracted by this because we don't have that much.
Yeah, Italy is good, but Peruvian is better. Peruvian people is like more friendly and more warm, as you said. And I think it's also for the sun. For example, in Sweden, where I live, like during the winter, there is no light or sun or anything.
Yeah.
So people is not that friendly. And if you go to Peru, like on the winter, there is sun anyway, or there is light. So doesn't matter, people is friendly with you. Maybe you can move there and like you don't know anyone. You just get a dog and you go to the park and then everyone will come to you. Ah, nice dog. What's the name? Do you want to be in our WhatsApp group and stuff like that?
What?
Yeah, and then
It's so cool.
Yeah, and then you make friends. They invite you to dog parties and stuff like that.
Do you have a Peruvian cheers?
Peruvian cheers is just like salud.
Ah, the salud.
Yes. Or like, yes, arriba, abajo, al centro y para adentro.
Whoa, I love it.
How do you say in Russian?
Na zdrowie? The same like in Polish.
Na zdrowie?
Na zdrowie? I love this one. Arriba, abajo, del
Al
centro.
centro,
Al
para
centro. What does it mean, pale? Pale?
Para adentro significa
Adentro.
inside.
Inside. Okay. That's so fun. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm loving it, but it's so fun.
Moved to Peru. I moved to Lima. There lives like, I don't know how many million of people, but it's the biggest place in Peru. Yeah. And always when I went for holidays to Peru, I went to a place called Trujillo. And it's it's like Poznan. Yeah. For me, for example, it's small. Yeah.
Yeah, it is small. Yeah.
But then I went to Lima, to the capital. It's so big that to go to one place to another, it can take you like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. And I was afraid when I went there because I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anything. It was a big place for me. And I went there to study. And yeah, but then at the end, I don't know, the first month I was taking a taxi, a bus. Yeah, I was getting lost and like that. So I always had a car in Peru. So when I go on holidays, I have my car. Yes. Drive it for holidays. So then I decided to take my car from Trujillo, one city, to Lima, and then use Google Maps, and then I don't get lost. And then with my car, I start to go around all Lima. I will go to the best places in Lima with my car, and then to the worst places in Lima. And like then I get to know all the city. And like now when I go to Lima, it's like I feel like home. Like everything is perfect. I can go running, and after 10 minutes. The beach is there. I can just sit there, watch how beautiful is the sun, the water when it's moving there, and you just hear the waves. I don't know. I like that, and it's something that I cannot find in Sweden or here in Poland. But yeah, I don't know. I really like it there.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
Yeah.
Plus, you told me you love the food.
And food, people.
The
weather, yeah, and everything is so cheap and like I don't know, works. For example, people think that all the time when I talk to people, they think that in Peru you get low salaries, but it's not like that. Like if you have a career, you have your profession, and you are good at it, you get salaries even better than here or something like that, and it depends on you and that you are able to get a good job. Yes, if you don't have a career or profession, of course, yeah, you get a low salary. But I think that it's also here that if you don't have a career and you're working maybe at the supermarket, of course, you will get a low salary. Okay,
by career, you mean the diploma, like with a specialization with something. Okay.
Barcelona, it's nice also. Yeah, I grew up there, but I miss the people. You know, like
So it's different.
Yeah, it's totally different, and
Wow.
especially in Barcelona, because people is Catalans,
Mhm.
so they are different than the other Spanish people, and
They are more European, maybe? Like
they're more close.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But Barcelona, I think it's more about like business, money. It's a capital, so.
that's why I grew up in Barcelona, because my dad has a business there, and he's stopped there because like now the business has like 30 years working there in Barcelona.
Okay.
So I'm attached to Barcelona, but I'm trying to find a way to go back to Peru and just stay in Peru. Yeah, and I think I'm trying hard. Yeah, and hope I can make it soon.
But why is that hard for you? Just buy a ticket right now and go back to Peru?
I'm studying 2 masters now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot you were studying.
So since I'm doing these 2 masters,
But once you're done, you're done. You're like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
I want to I love Peru, yeah, but after these 2 masters, I have to follow maybe 1 year more at the university to finish the methodology and then get my diploma as a Spanish teacher. So after that, then I can decide whatever I want, where do I want to go. For example, in Sweden, people, maybe you are not from there, because of course I'm not blonde, blue eyes or like that. But even if I'm not from there, people always treat you well and are very respectful. Yeah. And that's important. And for example, in Barcelona, it's a nice place, but sometimes people is not that friendly, with
That's
foreigners.
surprising. Wow.
Yeah. And for example, maybe grow up there and everything, but you're still not being Spanish. And the thing is that here, maybe in Poland, is like kind of similar because, for example, girls here in Poland are nice, friendly, yeah. But for example, I think that guys, they don't like foreigners. What do you think about that?
Yes, they're quite defensive, but they have their reasons because of the history. But
with Latinos?
With anyone who, like, what's the word? Occupied their country. And so they feel threatened, I believe. And men are defensive, of course. With the girls, I think girls are open to date exotic guys and like international guys. But once it comes to meeting with the family, that might be a problem because parents are not ready for this.
Actually, for example, today I went to my best friend's house.
Okay.
I know her, yes. I went to her house, yes, because I needed to leave my stuff there, my bikes. And then, for example, her family was so nice. Her mom was even speaking Spanish to me, trying to speak it. Yeah, and I don't know, I think that it depends of how much they have traveled, because people that has traveled out from Poland, they are more nice and more open.
More open-minded, yes.
But people who has stayed here all their life, they are very close. And that's why I like Sweden, because in Sweden, normally everyone has traveled. Yeah. And there was no war in Sweden, not like here. So people is not afraid that you come to their country or something. So it's nice.
So far, you've been in Spain, Sweden, Poland. You discovered those places. You lived there. Where did you travel more in the Europe?
Well, in Poland, I have been living just like in total 7 months or something like that. Yeah, so I still need to know more about the country. Yeah,
but it's still quite long. It's not like a 1 week vacation, right?
Yeah, but for example, the first time when I was here, I didn't know that much. But now this last time, I made my friends here, and that's weird. Like now I have my best friend here. I have my other best friend here. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird because I never thought about coming back here, but yeah, now it's nice, and now it's a place that I think that I will visit often because my best friend is here.
Because of the people, right?
Yeah, because of the people I met here, and like, I don't know, for some reason I'm attached now to it. Yeah,
yeah, that's so weird. Like for you to find here a Latin community, it's unexpected. Like Poland, Poznan, and Latin community.
This year I have been in Portugal.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there on a mission. Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know anyone there. I went to a place that it's called Tires, Cascais. Yeah, it's like from Lisbon, like 30 minutes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't know anyone there. There were no hostels, no place to stay.
So it's smaller than Poznan.
It's small town.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone lives in houses there.
Okay.
So you can imagine. And I went there and like I didn't find a place to stay or nothing, and I didn't plan to go there.
So it was really random.
Just, I just got some news, and then I needed to travel there. That after some hours, and so I went there, and like at the beginning, I was thinking that people in Portugal were like close and like kind of like they don't like foreigners and stuff like that.
Especially in like a small village, right?
Yeah, but then like it was weird because when I was there, I arrived in the night. Yeah, I rent a car on the airport, so then I have a place to sleep. Yeah.
Okay, that's a smart solution. Okay.
Yeah, but then on the airport, on the plane, I met 2 Colombian girls. Yeah. We get very like, I don't know, we had a lot of things in common. We were talking a lot, and then they asked me if I want to stay at their place because I don't have a place, but their place is so far from where I was going. So then I was like, okay, saying, okay, we'll think about it. So then I was in this small town, with the car, yes, on my mission, waiting. But then the first night I was there, like, I didn't get news that I was waiting. So then I started to walk around. And then it was crazy, but I met one girl, and this girl was sad. And then we started talking like that. And like, we were talking at the beginning.
In Spanish?
Portuguese, Spanish, then also some English. And then it was weird because it was like 3 a.m. Nobody was at the street at that time in a small town. I was thinking that maybe this girl will get afraid of me, in the night. I'm walking, like, I'm not from there. But this girl was so nice, and like, she was like, because I was asking like where, a place to sleep or something. And then we were talking like for 1 hour. She was nice and like that. And then I realized that this girl, she was famous from the television. And then I don't know, she was telling me her story and stuff like that. Then she offered me her place to stay, but I didn't want to bother. I'm not like that. So then I went back to my car. And I was sleeping in my car, but my car was parked like 200 meters from her house. So she was coming often to the car to visit me. And I don't know, like after...
Did she bring you food?
Yeah.
Yes. What?
Bringing food or like stuff like that. So she was taking care of me. But then, for example, when I finished my mission that I was doing, then on the nights I wanted to shower and stuff like that. So I was taking the car and going the whole way to Lisbon, just driving, taking a shower and coming back again.
Wow.
Like that, like for 3 days. And then the last day I was like totally tired of that. So then this girl always was inviting me to go with she and her friends to eat and do stuff, but I always was saying no. But then the last day I was there, I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to know a bit more of Portugal. And then, I don't know, it was good because I realized that Portuguese people was very friendly. They were nice, everyone. They even didn't know me and they were so nice to me. And like, I was surprised and I changed my point of view of Portuguese people.
So cool.
Yes, and I also made friends, the Colombian girls, and this Colombian girl was also famous from the television in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, and it was nice because like I believe that people that is famous is going to be like they will not want to talk to you or something, but they were the opposite. So nice.
So even with the friends of this famous Portuguese woman, you were speaking this mix of languages?
Yeah, we were speaking like Portuguese, Spanish, sometimes English when we don't understand each other. Until today, we are still texting to see how we are, and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's nice that you know that maybe you are not there, but you still have friends there if you go there or something.
I always wonder how people communicate. That's the biggest issue. It's like, yeah, you go to some, I don't know, country X and how to communicate. I was in China and there was like zero communication because like how? They don't speak English. I don't speak Chinese. I had same issues in Italy. Like if you go deeper to countryside, they don't speak English.
Well, but it's like here, for example, like at the
Yes,
beginning when I came here, like
Yeah.
I met some Polish people, and when I met them, they were speaking English well before I came to Poland first time. And then I was thinking like, okay, maybe it's like Sweden, like people will speak English at the supermarket, at the restaurants and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, why not? And then I came here to Poland. Yes, I was in the supermarket and like, they don't speak English. And I go sometimes to the, I don't know, shopping center, Avenida or Story Brower.
Yeah.
And they don't speak English. And I'm like, okay. And I don't know, it's like very different from what I expected. But there is also people who speak English and there is also more people that speak Spanish.
Yes, it's so, as I said, like Latin community, oh my God, like I don't, people study here Spanish language, so they have even education in Spanish language. It's crazy,
Yeah, there is a lot of people here that wants to learn Spanish. And I'm like, but the weird thing is that I was going, for example, here to a bar that it's called Pica Pica.
Yes, I love this place.
I went there to exchange language. It was a Spanish nights.
Yeah, it's like a reunion, I think. Like Espanol reunion.
Mondays, I think. Yeah. And it was like all these guys, well, these old guys, they were traveling to Latin America and they met someone in Latin America and that's why they learned Spanish. And then, for example, and when I meet here, people like girls are the ones who are learning here, even without traveling. You know, like for example, they have never traveled out from Poland, but they are taking Spanish lessons and learning Spanish and stuff like that. And I'm surprised that they really want to learn Spanish. And I'm like, impressive.
So now you're doing masters in Sweden, like 2 masters simultaneously, which is freaking impressive. But is it your like first education, or you used to? Well, you have already like some.
I studied first to become like I studied management business.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I studied to become a teacher. Yeah, but during that time, I went to United States. Yes, I went to a place that it's called Maine. Yes, it's like you go to Boston. After Boston, you take a car to Bar Harbor. And then when I went in Bar Harbor, I was thinking that I was going to take a plane again. But then it was, those small planes for 6 people.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like in the movie. So then I was taking a small plane, and I was like, where the hell I'm going? Because like, if there is no big planes to go there and stuff like that. And then I went to Maine, that is at the border with Canada. I was studying there some courses in politics. Yeah, and it was crazy because when I went there, it was winter. So it was windy, snow, I don't know.
And this is in north, right? Because it's border with Canada.
And I was meeting people there that, I don't know, it was a place where people was nice, but other people was weird. I went to places there with these friends I met, and I don't know, there were even people preparing pills to sell at the clubs and stuff like that, and I'm like, what I'm doing here and stuff like that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I think everywhere you can find a club like this or people like this.
Yes, since I was going to a university that it's like kind for hippie people. Yeah, some of them, they were not using shoes even to go to classes.
What?
Yes, it's a place where people go like to get interested in nature and stuff like that. But I saw some courses on politics and corruption that I was interested in, so I just went there. Yeah.
That's very random. For how long did you stay there?
I was there like 3 months. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just like a course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very random. And you didn't check where you're going? You didn't Google the place?
Magazines looks good always.
What?
You know, information on magazines are
Ah.
always like pictures are nice. Yeah, during the summer that place is so pretty. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, but during the winter it's so windy.
Did you explore US further? Or you've been only...
No, I just went to Maine, and after that I went back to Barcelona, and then I went another time to Miami. Yeah.
Oh, you've been in Miami?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I like Miami,
Be
the
honest.
beach. Yeah, I like it, but I don't know, I prefer Peru.
Because I really want to visit Florida. I want to go to Miami, yeah. And I really, like, I'm collecting opinions, feedbacks. So Peru is better. Okay, I got
Peru is
it.
much better. You have the beach, it's warm, food is good, everything is cheap, people is nice.
Are you talking about Peru or Miami?
Peru.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that from all the countries I have been, Peru is one of the best places. Yeah, I have been in Colombia also.
Mm-hmm.
People is nice.
Colombia has a great nature.
Yes, I was in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
There is a salsa festival every year, so I go there. And like, people is nice, but you know the cartels. Many years ago, there were cartels there. For example, the cartel in Cali, and there is still a lot of people, yonkis, you know, that they are in drugs and you know. So if you go there and you walk, there are a lot of these people asking you for money and stuff like that. And if you don't give them money, or if you give them money and then they want more or something, they will take bottles and throw them on the floor and try to fight you and stuff like that. I don't have problems with that, but the tourists I was with, they had problems with that, so I needed to defend them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I've learned by traveling to Latin America, people said you just have to know places where you shouldn't go, and that's it.
Well,
so maybe that was the...
Not in Cali. Cali is like, I don't know, too much junkie people. But of course, in Colombia, there are a lot of places that are nice. Yes. And people is nice and friendly. Yes. But the food is better.
Okay, you have to tell me more about food. I really want to know what do you eat? What is that so special?
Peru is one of the countries that has 9 awards for food, international award for food.
Okay.
9 awards. There are like no countries with that. I think if it's like that, must be for a reason. And the thing is that Peru has a mix of Peruvian food, typical Peruvian food from the Andes, Chinese food, black food, Italian food. So it's totally mixed. So that's the good thing, that when they mix the best of each place, of each culture, then you get Peruvian food. For example, here in Europe you have Chinese food, but in Peru we don't have Chinese food. We have chifa, that it's mix of Chinese food and Peruvian food, and we call it chifa because I don't know, it's like Chinese food that it's good, but with Peruvian food it's so delicious. Like in Peru, sushi, maybe here in Europe you can get sushi, but you don't have so many sauces. In Peru you can get like 30 different sauces just for sushi. It's I don't know, it's totally crazy the flavors that you can get there.
Is it like this cuisine very meaty? Like a lot of meat?
It depends. There are like, for example...
Or fish is a preference or something?
You can get whatever you want.
Okay.
It's up to you. If you go close to the beach, you will get a lot of food from the sea. For example, on Sundays I go to swimming. There is like a place called Miraflores, you know, that is very touristic. And in front of Miraflores, there is like a beach. And on Sundays, I used to go there to swim, surf, and then I go to eat at a restaurant in front of the beach. Yes, seafood. And it's so, so delicious. I can go to places in the city and it's like chifa, Chinese and Peruvian food, or just Peruvian food. And with €3, 3 or 2.5, I can buy a menu and it's so delicious. For example, in Sweden, if I want to go to eat a menu, first there are not menus, and if there are menus in a restaurants, sometimes it's not that much food like in Peru, and it costs like 15 euros.
But what do you mean by saying menu? Eating
Is
menu.
like first dish, like main dish, and dessert, stuff like that.
Aha, so it's like a complex lunch or something, right?
Yes, it's not like just one dish. It's like many.
Okay, that's what you call menu. Okay,
Mhm.
that's interesting, and that's how it's served in Peru.
Yes,
You serve like
it's like soup,
complex.
main dish, and dessert, and then something to drink. That's why I like Peru, because like you get a lot of food.
Are you
is
a foodie? Are you a foodie? I didn't know you were a foodie.
I don't know. Like for example, if I want to go eat here to a restaurant,
Mhm.
like I can eat Italian food,
Yeah.
pierogi, and miseria, and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's like okay, Polish food is delicious.
Mhm.
I like it more than Swedish food. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like you just have an amount of dishes, that you can get.
Yeah.
But in Peru, like it doesn't matter. Each city has their own dish. There are a lot of vegetables, fruits, and stuff like that. So it's crazy how many dishes you can find in Peruvian cuisine.
Wow. Okay, it's really diverse. What you are saying, it's really diverse. I'm pretty sure like Japanese people would be really offended when you put sushi into like 30 sauces.
Yeah, you put Peruvian sauces. Like for example, there is sushi.
That's wrong.
Sushi from ceviche.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Sushi from like something called ají de gallina or papa la huancaína, and like those ones are typical Peruvian dishes. Yeah, but they are mixed with sushi, and that's so delicious.
What? Okay. That sounds crazy and tasty. Do we have here any Peruvian restaurants in Poznan?
No, there are no Peruvian restaurants. No.
Okay.
With my friend, like we were talking about a Peruvian restaurant here in Poznan, so maybe soon there will be a Peruvian restaurant.
So your friend would like to open it. Okay. Yeah, that would be really cool. But again, ingredients will be local, so it will be a different thing.
One of these friends, he brought like Peruvian vegetables, and he will try to make them grow up here. Like ají amarillo.
Okay.
Yeah, ají amarillo, ají rojo is like chili, but from different colors, and depend of the color is how spicy it is. For example, in Sweden, there are Peruvian restaurants, and they are good.
And you liked it?
Yeah, I liked them.
Interesting.
Is that in Sweden there are stores that they sell like Latin American products, and they bring them all the way from Peru, Latin America. So
it is so far. What the heck?
Yes, but it works because like people miss to eat their food and their flavors they have there.
Okay. Yeah.
For example, I met people in Peru that they are from Poland, and they like to prepare pierogi and stuff like that. Yeah, and when they do that, they feel home, and they try to find the ingredients and stuff. Okay,
and do you do the same? Do you cook for yourself Peruvian food so don't feel homesick?
If I have like people coming, yeah, I cook Peruvian food. Yeah, but if it's for myself, depends how I feel. If I really want to cook for a long time, yes, then I do prepare Peruvian food. But if I don't have so much time, then I just prepare something fast. But to prepare, for example, Peruvian food is sometimes easy. You just need a rice cooker, you put the rice there. Then you need like soya, then omelette, chicken, one vegetable, I don't remember the name now. Yeah, and then you just do the omelette, you cut it, the chicken in small pieces, mix it with the rice, with the soya. Yes, and that vegetable is like onion, but it's a long one. And then you mix it and it is so good. For example, one of the main dishes is like ceviche. And it's just fish. You don't cook it or anything. You just mix it with lemon. Yes. You put some spices, salt, and you leave it there like for 10 or 15 minutes. And then it tastes delicious. And you just mix it with salad.
Just
And
a
it's-
raw fish?
Yeah.
Ew. Oh,
You will,
seriously?
I promise you, when you will try it, you will be like, very into it more.
No, raw fish. I don't like raw.
Is that, for example, when
Thin
you put the
things.
fish with the lemon and the salt, you just wait there, and the fish will get ready itself.
Yeah, I understand. I heard about this, but no, I don't understand when people eat raw stuff. Just
You will love it.
cook it. Why is it so hard to cook it?
Everyone that tries, everyone like it. I promise
I will
you.
be an exception.
You can do it.
I will be the first one who will like.
Well, if you come to Peru, you will see.
If I will come to Peru, I will find probably another dishes that I like, but that one will be my
We will see.
challenge accepted.
Mhm.
So I tried Peruvian food
You have to.
every day. No, I already tried like every day at home because that's what I cook. I eat
I can
rice,
send you some like
recipes.
recipes, yeah, so you can try.
Yeah, I'm so bad at following recipes, but yeah, I can try. Or maybe I should do the rule that people come to my podcast and they bring local food. So we can.
Or they can prepare it here.
Yeah. Yes. Also, it will take time,
But it has to be fast, like Peruvian food sometimes.
So, I see your face is changing. Oh my god.
And talk about love. Love is not a feeling, love is a decision. Never try that long and never give up that fast.
You are very experienced, I see, right?
Mm.
You, as I said, you've been in places for quite a long time, and I know you came for some places for women. So you are experienced in terms of relationship, international relationship.
Yes.
And how do you feel it? How, like, what's your experience?
In Sweden, relationships and love is more like, for example, you are together with someone because like you are okay with that person, you know? It's like, for example, because you get along with that person and you feel comfortable, yeah? Maybe it's not that much love, maybe it's not that much compromise, yeah?
Okay.
With the person, but you are together. It's more like that, you know, like.
So it's not
win-win.
about emotions, right? And feelings. It's
not
more
that-
about like comfortable living life, convenient
Yes.
way of living life.
I think so, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, most of the girls, like, they don't want to have kids till they are like 37, 38. Yeah.
Mhm.
And for example, I think that family is not that much important. Like in Sweden, for example, teenagers, when they finish school, they just move away from their parents' house and they just try to be far away as possible. And then they just meet in Christmas or something like that, but not that often. Yeah. I mean, like, for what I have seen. Yeah.
Yes.
Then, for example, I had one girl from Poland and I liked then the way that how love works here, for example. Like, girls are like more passionate. Yeah. They are like very sweet. They are like, they want to be with you. They really show it. Okay. They really show to you that they really want to be with you. Yeah. And they will do whatever they can to be with you, even if they have to move somewhere else. If they have to travel somewhere else to meet you, they will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I really like that. And family is very important here, at least for what I thought is like, family is very important because, for example, they go to visit their grandparents and dad, mom, you know, they take care of each other. And I like that. The only thing is that girls in Poland has a lot of temperament. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
I think that
Really?
girls here, they have a lot of temperament. Yeah, I think it's good to have temperament,
Okay.
but it's also good to, you know, like to talk to the person. Yeah. Learn how to talk. Yeah. But for example, girls here, they, you know, they are very like powerful. Like they have the power and like Yeah, you have to do what they say. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
And you
Yeah.
cannot complain about
Mhm,
that. And if
mhm.
you don't like it, you just go. And it's like that. And that's something that I don't know. I like the way they care about family and that they want to have family or something like that. Yeah. But I think that yes, the temperament should go a bit low,
Polish girls, you learn.
Yes, yes, that. And I don't know, guys, we're like, I don't know, easy. Well, at least I'm easy.
All of them? I disagree.
I just want to
I
have
disagree.
Yeah, I know. I was dancing with one girl,
Mhm.
and my girl, like, we agreed that we can dance with each other. I mean, with other people. And then she was dancing, and then I was dancing, and then she came and stand in front of me, and then she was like, "Yeah, like, are you finished now? Are you going to finish now dancing?" I'm like, wait, because I was dancing. And then she just disappeared and left. So,
Wow.
and that was in Peru. She was not from there, so we were worried everyone, and we needed to go to find her, and she was at home.
Okay, that's trauma. Where she was from?
Poland.
Okay. Temper. Okay, got it. Wow, you are opening the whole new world for me of Polish girls. I cannot like.
What do you think about Latin guys?
Oh wow, that's a very big question. What do I think about? Oh my god. What do you think about Latin guys?
Okay, macho, Don Juan. Lot of kids with different women.
Oh. So in my head, they're very scandal people.
Well, I
like to
think that
scream and they're noisy and loud. I don't like. That's not my type of people. I really like low key people. I'm myself like this. It's really hard to get fight with me, argue with me, like change the tone of the voice. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, I think are more like Latino girls, and they are screaming like that. But
Okay.
But Polish girls are also like that. Yeah, I don't know, but I think at least like the difference is like Latino girls. Yeah, they are trying to scream like that because they want to fix it. But Polish girls are more like that because they are trying to argue.
Yeah, these days I'm really afraid of international relationship because I faced those cultural just differences, and with the Latin people, it could be really like misunderstood the way like you like simply body language like that you when you meet people you hug them, you kiss them, and for us it's like what the heck is going on. I had a funny story. I've been in Costa Rica, and it was my first Latin country ever, and I wasn't ready for such a cultural shock, and that was a shock. Colleague of mine, he hugged me from my back, so his hand was here, and we were standing like this, and he was hugging me. We were keep talking, and I was like, "What is going on? Are we dating right now? Like, is he like what? Is it weird? Are we in a relationship right now?" Because it's too much intimacy, and if I have a Latin boyfriend who acts like that with a friends, I would be really not happy. I would not understand that.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the problem sometimes that, for example, for girls here in Poland or like Slavic countries like Russia or Ukraine, like they think that we are too close to our friends or something like that. And for example, I don't know, we can hug, we can kiss on the cheeks, and that's normal. But
you
for
can
example,
be like really close.
Yeah, but for example, here people just say hi like this and like that. And
yes, people don't touch each other. Yeah,
and that's weird. Like for example, I don't know.
It's not weird. That's fine. And I asked Costa Rican people, so if you are that close to each other, and that's my question to you also, if you are that close to each other, how do you understand if someone likes you? How you differentiate it? Because you're already in a contact, in a close contact. And I
think the most important is just the eyes. If you look someone to the eyes and then you see how they talk to you and stuff like that and how they smile at you, then you understand like if they like you or not. If they are just like this, but they don't even look at you or just are friendly.
Okay. So you still you feel the difference between like body language, Latin friends' body language and Latin lovers' body language.
When a girl likes a guy, she looks different to the guy, and when a guy likes the girl, he looks different to that girl. You know, like you will know the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming. That
Thanks
was really unexpected because Gian, the one who wrote to me directly, and he's not my friend, but I hope we can stay in touch and be friends in the future, long-term future. But I encourage you guys to write to me and be my next guest. And I would like to hear your stories from your country, your experience, your travels. Again, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks to you.
Bye, guys. See you.
Bye.